allies. In 1763, the 7 Years' War officially came to an end, and the French and Indian War with it. Casualties were astronomical for the period, with some estimates reaching as high as 1.4 million. Of that number, the French and Indian War accounted for roughly 23,000 killed, wounded, or captured, just under 2% of the total casualties of the global conflict. For nearly a century, England had beaten back the French, Dutch, and Spanish empires, gradually cementing its claim to the New World. Over the course of the 18th century, the successes of the British Empire during these conflicts had created the ideal conditions for their colonies in North America to experience an incredible population boom. From roughly 250,000 in 1700 to more than 1.25 million in 1750. The raw materials produced by the American colonies, including hemp, copper, and tar, were necessary for the British Army and Navy to wage war and protect the vastly growing empire. While it was in the interest of the British Empire to defeat the French and secure their North American holdings, it had also been in the colonists' interests. The English colonists had no great love for the French, and anti-Catholic sentiment was a regular part of colonial life, especially in places like New England, which had been staunchly Protestant for the first 2 centuries of its settlement. That the American colonies were made up chiefly of individuals of the Protestant faith was, naturally, no coincidence. Many Protestant organizations had funded the various colonization efforts through the 17th century, and had maintained a lasting impact and presence into the 1700s. However, the strongest impact of Protestantism in the American colonies came during the colonial wars, which dominated the early and mid-18th century. A global religious phenomenon occurred, known as the Great Awakening, gripped both